And shockwaves through St. Joseph County today.
An email to department heads telling them to cut budgets by 3% this year, another 5% in 2015, and enact a hiring freeze. We're also looking at layoffs through attrition.
We are. Kelly Stopczynski broke this story on WSBT.com and social media. Kelly, county leaders blame these cuts on the circuit breaker law.
Jennifer, that property tax reform became law in 2009. It limits the amount of state tax a county can charge each property. The county commission president says these cuts will not affect the number of officers on our streets or at the jail, but it looks like there's a good chance the cuts could impact some of the youngest people who live in St. Joseph County.
And it's really difficult. We had no idea this was coming.
St. Joseph Probate Court Judge Jim Fox deals with emergencies almost every day, child abuse cases, kids who need mental health care.
You can't run a budget that way.
And he's frustrated. Less than 18 hours after a budget meeting with 4 county council members and the auditor, he received this email telling him and all other department heads to make big cuts.
We walked out yesterday and really felt good about our meeting, and now we're forced to make really crucial decisions.
Fox says it's too soon to know what more he can cut. Half the Juvenile Justice Center's building is already unused because of budget cuts several years ago. The JJC's also had major cuts to its education program.
We've had conversations in the past about cutting budgets, and people are concerned how they're going to make that happen, but we're asking them to just look at at everything possible.
County Commissioner Andy Kostelny says he and Council President Raphael Morton and Auditor Pete Mullen made the decision this week to implement the cuts. They've known it was a possibility for a while, but we're waiting to see if property tax revenue could help close the gap.
Oh, it's definitely unavoidable.
So far in 2014, Kostelny says the circuit breakers cost the county $7.2 million. That's more than 10% of the general fund budget. And he says the impact is only expected to cut deeper in the next 5 years.
We're trying to be very proactive in our approach, and because it is a very serious situation that we're dealing with.
As we mentioned, these cuts also include layoffs through attrition. So far this year, between 30 and 35 employees plan to retire in the county. That number will probably go up, but many of those positions probably won't be replaced. Commissioners and the county council are putting together a committee to determine which of those positions are crucial and can't be cut. Revised budgets are due to the commission next Friday. Jennifer?
Kelly, all these cuts and no one's really losing their jobs at this point.
Kostelny and Morton say they don't think that will happen right now. This, they say, is just a way of trying to keep all the same services with less money and hopefully without putting people out of work.
Yeah. All right, Kelly, thank you.
Well, a daycare owner faces